Good afternoon, everyone. It's Friday. Another weekend. Wow, the time goes by. And latest Fallout trailer dropped during the week, which is awesome. If you didn't watch it. The Fallout show looks amazing so far. We'll maybe look on some screens from this show. We'll see how the time will go, what we'll discuss. And first, let me say hi to people in the chat. Welcome, Mike, and Peaceful Gamer, Firespark, Gera May, Scott Parker, Robco, Spiteful Angel, Mike Mankinat, Radrop, Defion Jack, RHPS, Cookie Chris, Pots1000, Jim Ray, Suika, Samantha, Wolfreak, X-Lunch, Andrea, TFE Archive, CG, Dr. Barnaby, Visric, Nennen, The Arena Sensor, and White West J. Welcome everyone, so happy to see you here this Friday. And let me first check, did we receive any surprise article from Fallout.com? Oh, there is something. Okay. There is article about the trailer, of course, too. There is a community spotlight. Okay, we'll check it out in a second. We'll definitely check it out. And welcome everyone else who's joining us right now. I need a preview of the stream on my phone. I forgot about that. Come on, phone. Show me my own Turtlecast. Okay, we got it. Okay. Seems that everything is working. Follow the Wasteland Awakens. Yeah. Good morning to those of you that have morning right now. It's almost evening in here, 5 p.m. Alright. Articles. Articles from Bethesda. Let's start from those. Then I will check your questions on our Discord. So first articles. Let me open this spotlight article and switch the camera. There we go. Community spotlight. Once Upon a Wasteland. Once Upon a Wasteland, a Fallout story. At the heart of many Bethesda Game Studio games are the stories you forge, and Fallout 76 is no exception. In our latest community spotlight, we have a lovely chat with Brad, creator of Once Upon a Wasteland, a story-driven podcast based in Fallout 76. Learn more about Brad and how he has been able to bring together his love of storytelling, Fallout 76 and its community. And let's see. Before we jump in, please introduce yourself. I'm Brad Williams, the creator of Once Upon a Wasteland, a Fallout 76 based audio drama podcast that's currently in its third season. I'm also a voice actor, musician, occasional streamer. How did you get into Fallout, and what was the first Fallout game you played? I'm a relative newcomer compared to a lot of people in the community. My first Fallout game was Fallout 4. I started playing right around launch and got hooked immediately. The game itself was a lot of fun to play and had significant replayability, but I think I kept coming back to it because of the way that the setting, atmosphere, and lore spoke to me. It's funny looking back, when then I was thinking that universe would be perfect for a film or even better a TV series. I thought those were the only two choices. I've never been so glad to be so wrong. What do you enjoy most about Fallout? What's your favorite game in the series? The thing I really latch onto in Fallout 4, and it's something that's carried over into Fallout 76, is settlement, camp building. I'm not the most innovative or elegant builder out there, but I still get a lot of joy out of it. It's almost like a little Zen garden. It's always fun when somebody stops by and does a tour, especially if they throw a thumbs up or a nice camp emote. It's not all that long ago that I still wouldn't have cited Fallout 4 as my favorite, but it's firmly Fallout 76 now. It's a game that's become so vibrant and alive thanks to the community finding brilliant and innovative ways to play and create, as well as Bethesda continuing to invest time and resources to make the in-game experience both bigger and better. Both of those fit each other and it's created a genuinely wonderful gaming experience. How did you get into Fallout 76? I was excited about 76 from the moment it was announced. The prospect of a totally new region that hadn't been explored in any previous Fallout games was enticing, exciting too for sure. And I was interested in what kinds of improvements we were going to see in the overall experience. The fact that it was multiplayer though gave me a pause. The mostly ephemeral nature of the interactions in multiplayer games just didn't appeal to me. But I quickly learned that my concerns were largely unfounded. Fallout 76 wasn't like that. Sure, most of the people you would encounter were people that you would never see again. It's still like that today. But it was the exceptions to that rule that stood out. The seeds of what the community would eventually evolve into were there from the start, and it's been fun to watch how that evolution has played out. Somebody should write a book about it. What is your experience with the Fallout 76 community like? What do you think makes Fallout 76 community so special? When I started playing, I had absolutely no idea that there was such a robust community of Fallout creators, so my first exposure to the community was just regular players like me. I became aware of the creator community a few years in, and that opened up a fascinating new world. The thing that struck me was the diversity among the types of creations people were putting out there. You had visual artists, streamers, YouTubers, role players, cam builders, storytellers. It not only demonstrates the limitless potential of people to create, it shows just how well suited to creativity the Fallout universe is. I think what truly makes the Fallout 76 community special is how those two things combine to create. We see that play out in myriad ways, whether it's how the community comes together to support Fallout for Hope or even backing Once Upon a Wasteland. Whenever we are up for an award, this community wants everyone to succeed, full stop. And it doesn't matter who they are or how they indulge and express their love of the game and of the Fallout franchise in general. What is your favorite Fallout 76 character like, and what's your playstyle? I play the same main character on all three platforms, and that's Beth, the character that formed the basis for the audience's point of view character in the show. I most often play as a female character because it helps me get in a mindset that allows me to not just play as myself and do what I would do, or what I hope I would do, if presented with the same situations. Still, Beth and I do have some things in common. She tends to look for ways to diffuse or at least de-escalate conflicts where possible. That inspired one of the original aspects of Beth's backstory. I originally wrote her character brief half joking because it seems silly on its face given the environment that her goal is for everybody to be nice to each other. But that evolved into a program run by Voltec to train people in diplomacy and coalition building so they could rebuild society following Reclamation Day. Beth isn't driven by altruism like the responders, but rather her mission to do everything she can to ensure that a sustainable civilization grows in Appalachia. So tell us about Once Upon a Wasteland. What is it? Who is part of it? Once Upon a Wasteland is an audio drama podcast that follows the story of a vault dweller, Elizabeth Kirby, played by Letita Lemon, and a Brotherhood of Steel scribe, Odessa Valdez, played by Vitriol. So they work together to save the civilization that's just beginning to take root in Appalachia and fall in love along the way. And Lucy Middleton as Bev's best friend, Amanda. We've had some wonderful actors join us for guest runs as well, and I'm constantly floored by the sheer number of people who audition and by the talent and skill that they demonstrate in those auditions. It's a great feeling when performers like that want to be a part of something that you have created. We've assembled a cast that's exceeded any expectations I could have dreamed up. Vitriol isn't just one of our stars, she's also a co-producer who is vitally important to the show and its success in myriad ways. She's been a sensitivity reader, script consultant, hype woman, and an inspiration for several of the emotional beats that we've seen throughout the show's run. It's rare for someone to contribute in so many practical ways and also be a muse. But she's been all those things and so much more. You just started season 3 of Once Upon a Wasteland. Tell us a little about Beth and Odessa. The show at its core revolves around two people who find each other and fall in love in post-apocalyptic hellscape filled with danger and uncertainty. It's a love story at heart, but that love story plays out as sci-fi mystery thriller with plenty of action to keep things lively. The two people at the center of the story are Beth Kirby and Odessa Valdez. When we meet Beth, she's a vault dweller who was trained in both spycraft and diplomacy in Vault 76 and has been playing her trade in Appalachia for about 2 years. Odessa is as she was not long after the events of Still Dawn. The most important character outside the main couple is Amanda, Beth's ex and best friend. We also spent a lot of time with Beth's parents, Andrew and Elise, with whom she's very close, and even Paladin Ramani. Including Ramani as a prominent character goes against my stated goal of avoiding that, but having her as a confidant and mentor for Odessa made sense organically, and creating a new character to fill that narrative role would have felt forced. What inspired you to start the podcast? The first spark of inspiration came from how interactions with Odessa are handled in Still Dawn and Still Rain. You can flirt with her, and she can be receptive to that or dismissive depending on the context. But you can't romance her in the way you can Beckett or Commander Daguerre. But what if you could? Odessa is a compelling character, and I felt that I could do a lot with her, using what we learn from the game as a jumping off point. Her unattainability felt like a fascinating aspect of her character to explore. On the practical side, I have a background in screenwriting, but I hadn't put fingers to keys to write anything real in almost 25 years. That changed in 2021. That February, I was cast as Modus in Fallout 76-based audio drama called The Modus Files. Its creator, Lawrence McNamara, strongly encouraged me to flesh out my ideas and eventually to create my own show, and work with me to do that. He saw potential both in me and in the concept that I would put together, and it's not an overstatement to say that without him and his encouragement and collaboration, there would be no Once Upon a Wasteland. What do you enjoy most about making the podcast? Oh, the teddy bear. That's cool. The real life one. And awards. I think listening back to a completed episode after watching it evolve all the way from an idea in my head to a fully formed product is the most gratifying single aspect of the process. Hearing what these incredibly talented actors have done with the words that I've put down on the page amazes me every single time. We record asynchronously, but they're so good and they understand their characters so well that it sounds like everyone's in the same room having a conversation or taking part in the same action scene. I don't know how they do it, but I do know how hard they work and how dedicated they are to their craft. Knowing that we've all worked together to make something that so many people enjoy listening to and are invested in is also gratifying. It's never been enough for me to just make a thing. My goal has always been to move people emotionally. Knowing that people do listen and that they are moved emotionally by these characters, their stories, and the performances of the actors portraying them is a wonderful feeling and something that I'm never going to forget. I never even, at my most hopeful, thought that the show would garner the response it has. We've been listened to in 183 different countries and crossed the 350,000 download threshold not long ago. We've won a total of 8 Signal Awards in categories like Best Writing, Best Scripted Fiction, where we went head to head with big studio productions. It's the kind of thing that's both gratifying and humbling in the best ways possible. Well, congrats on the Signal Awards. What an accomplishment. Thank you so much for chatting with us, Brad. For those reading, where can they listen to Once Upon a Wasteland? The show is available on all popular podcast platforms, including Spotify and Apple Podcasts. We have 2 fully completed 10-episode seasons, 4 behind-the-scenes mini-episodes, 2 bonus episodes, and we are 5 episodes into the 3rd season. So there's plenty to binge. We are also on YouTube. And there are links, websites, Twitter, and everything else. Nice. I wasn't expecting we have so many shows. I will need to check this one. I didn't encounter it yet before. I need to say, I didn't listen to it. I need to check it. Once Upon a Wasteland. Curious what is it about, how good it is. I will check it out. And there was one more thing. There. The trailer just dropped. The new one, official for Prime. I'm honestly excited more about movies than books and dramas, audio dramas, but that's probably like everyone. The visual aspect is big. I probably cannot play it whole. There would be definitely copyrighted music. There are full songs in it. But we can check some screens. There was some cool stuff shown. Custom Xbox controller, if you are interested, for this latest Fallout TV show. Xbox Design Lab. I would design it a little bit different, but it's good. I like the Vault Boy with a controller. Wireless controller. New design. Oh, the homepage for Xbox. The important part is here. And I will switch off the sound. I'm only interested in some parts. I do recommend watching it in full. Is that full screen? Okay, I think about what I wanted to stop at. Look at that. Look at that interiors. This vault really looks like from in-game. It does look awesome. The interiors of the vault are perfect. It's almost exact. I like the quality. It's really good. It doesn't look cheap. It doesn't look like a cardboard cutout, what I was afraid when we seen like the first leaked footage that were not real. So in reality, it looks great. And this idea with this field in here reminds me really, this part really reminds me of the silo. As in the silo, they have entire floor with crops growing, so they have corn here and stuff. This is also, when I showed this part, that was awesome. Come on, open it first. Okay, I need to probably open it on YouTube. Give me a second. Need to open it on YouTube. Doesn't want to go proper full screen in here.
But the working man.
Okay. Wait. Fixed. Now I have the proper full screen. So this part was awesome. Then what else I wanted to stop at? That's the wasteland. I was looking at that too. It looks real good. The destroyed cars, the stuff in the background. It looks proper quality. I like it. You don't see any obvious CGIs, anything like that. It's look natural. It's look post-apocalyptic. Obviously, it must be using some kind of CGI. The point is, it looks good. I'm not claiming that it's a real post-apocalyptic universe. Okay, wait. Not here. Oh, look at those. Look at those cars in the forest, like abandoned, the old cars. Did they even get them from somewhere, or is it all CGI? I don't know. It looks super cool. It looks super cool. The door to the vault, I don't know if we have a better look at door, maybe later. Oh, and ghoul. There it is. They did something. It's still not perfect. I would not say it's perfect, but the color seems to be improved from the previous trailer, so I'm really hopeful. Okay, it's look okay now. It's still not perfect. I would not say the ghoul face is perfect, but now it looks okay. It's acceptable quality for me. I approve this now. It's no longer so aggressively red like some kind of rash on his face. So it's better. It's improving. So I see some elements similar to the Silo TV show, so I really like it. Look at those bottles, the details. It's great. It looks old. It looks like it's supposed to. There is definitely humor. I don't know if I can play it with sound, but there should be subtitles. Oh. There is Mr. Handy in the pharmacy saying, I'm simply going to harvest your organs. Like, this was so amazing. This was so amazing. This scene with I'm simply going to harvest your organ. What? Anesthetic on the table. That was awesome. That's the sense of humor we need. I hope it will be more. The dark humor. Fallout must have dark humor. That's very important. I hope it will be there. Again, you can see the quality of the vault interior. Nice, rusty, yellow, proper colors, proper design. So I really like that. Then we have some power armors. Probably when the boss power armor dudes look good. And look at this assault rifle, like Fallout 76. Exactly like Fallout 76. And there is a moment when they... Okay, did I skip that? Where is the guy looking? Maybe it was earlier? Oh, yeah. That's new. They can open the helmet. I'm not sure what I think about this part. I will accept it for the movie purposes. They want to show faces. It shouldn't open. Like, those helmets do not open. I'm not super happy that they add this functionality, but yeah, I will take it for the movie purposes. They really want to show faces of main actors, so they made it to open. It doesn't make sense. I will not be defending this choice. It doesn't make sense. I'm not a big fan. It shouldn't open, but it does. At least they make it so it still look the same, just opens. Like the helmet still look correct. It look like a power armor helmet as it should. They force this opening in front. I don't know if you are pro or against this opening. For me, it's a big no-no. It shouldn't be like that. It shouldn't open. But they did it, so it's the light. We'll need to accept it. There must be some downside. It cannot be everything perfect. Look at the donut. The donut place is in the movie. The donut place is in the movie. Okay, is there anything else I wanted to stop at? There was something. There is a little bit more of the ghoul action, so you can see ghoul looks quite okay now. After I think they did some improvements. And look at this scene. Look how cool it looks. Look at that. With the lightning, with the vertebrates in action. This part looks so cool. It's phenomenal. And here there's some action in the vault. Cornfield, but okay. We have laser pistol. So the classic Fallout weapons represented. I like that. On this scene, it's look quite okay. Look at the nuke in the background. So there will be some action. There will be some action. There is Nuke. There is Nuke. You definitely should watch the whole trailer, but yeah. It's not bad looking at all. It looks really promising. It looks really promising, so I'm happy about that. What do you think? Looks really good. The cars don't look like... They do look kind of like Fallout cars. Like, I would not expect them to reproduce them exactly the same. And we don't have every single car in Fallout that was back then in the world. Yeah, the helmet is the biggest issue. Shouldn't open. Oh, maybe? Yeah, Kara Styles. A good point. Maybe he's turning into the ghoul more and more and not fully ghoulified? Who knows? Maybe. That would make sense. So that's what I noticed from the TV show and I wanted to share. Yeah, and cars won't work anyway. Or maybe some car will work. Like in Fallout 2, there was a working car. Okay, let me quickly jump to your questions on the Discord. I spent a lot of time on this article and TV show. Now the Discord questions need to be addressed. And answers. Hopefully there is not too many for today. Let's see. Let me find it. Okay, got it. Here we go. Is it just me or am I the only one getting too tapped by robots during Testio Metal again? There are some bugged robots. They always have been. Sometimes robots just spawn with crazy damage. I don't know what's causing that. The same robots can appear in any place that robots appear. I had it quite frequently during the Imposter event. I was one tapped by a robot when Imposter was not able to kill me as I'm so tanky, but robot was. So that's crazy. The Camp Weather device made me realize that it would be cool to have servers with snowy weather and certain enemies getting debuffs from it, like Marlux, and buffs for cryo damage enemies like the floaters. Yeah, we could have something like that, why not? But I don't know how hard it would be implement something like weather affecting the combat. Angry Panda, hello Turtle. Do you mind testing something? I think a lot of people would appreciate it. The people light normally lights up area around character. Now sometimes it lights up in front of the player exactly like using a flashlight. Can you find out what I need to do to be reliable in the sense that I want to use it in that feature every time? It should be like that. It's a bug that it's lights up area or around you. There is one workaround. You can have helmet with a light, and then you will have a proper flashlight light. You can even carry it temporary and with you and switch to it when you want the light, and switch to whatever hardware you are normally using otherwise. Like, oh, Ish is saying like mining helmet, Secret Service helmet. Every helmet that has a flashlight can be used like that. That's the best solution. And some you can even change color of the light. Next, hey Turtle, hope you are having a great day. I was hoping you could help me with daily quests. I tried looking this up on my own, but there seems to be varied information on it spread across years, and I'm assuming different updates. So I'm not sure what the best approach is. I've heard that dailies is a somewhat inaccurate term, since they don't all seem to reset daily. Yeah, they don't all reset daily, but some of them reset every day. It also seems like some just trigger automatically when they're ready. Some you need to be in the vicinity of the quest giver, and some beef need you to check your personal terminal before he quest resets. Now, you can visit Beef and grab quest from him. You don't need to use your personal terminal for any. I've never really bothered with daily quests before, and I'm only just realizing they can give you some valuable stuff, so I'm trying to be better about doing them. Any advice you can give about how to make them more consistent and which ones are best to focus on would be greatly appreciated. So they do reset daily, but only one quest per region. So depend how many dailies the region has, different ones will be resetting on different days. To know which one is available, you just need to get to the region. So if you are doing dailies in Ash Heap, you need to appear in Ash Heap for the quest to pop up. If you visit every single region on the map, you will have all the dailies, with exception of the dailies that you manually activate, like Beef, that activates when you talk with him. And this is actual daily, every day. The regular dailies, different one available. There's something every day, but not the same ones. It's not really necessary to do them too much after you have plans that they drop. You will need to check them on wiki, each and every one, if you want to know full loot list. I don't know out like from top of my head. There is a lot to remember, but there is no particular daily that you must do after you have all the plans that they drop. Next, hello Angry Turtle. Did you see the Gamer Aviator video about new season mechanics? I don't know. Maybe I seen that, but we don't really know the details. We need to wait for the season to start. I'm Peaceful Gamer. Mr. Turtle, we need EPR versus Railway. Oh yeah, I need to do it. As soon as I will be back on my commando build, I will do it. I'm still hanging out with my melee. If mod is your concern, then I can give you modded EPRs and believe many in your community can do that. I'm eagerly waiting for your video. Yeah, I will do that. Paddle ball build when? It's an impossible build to make it work on endgame enemies. Especially that we don't have modifications to this paddle ball outside of the ones hacked from the dev room. Alright, so that was questions from the Discord. Yeah, I'm not too concerned about the lore and Fallout TV show. I will allow them to bend it a little. I just want it to be good as a show and inviting for new people to try the games. I'm not the lore fanatic, so I will not be extremely offended if they bend the rules a little bit. I hope they will not go completely against the lore, because that would be too much. By bending the rules a little bit, I'm fine. Yeah, Mr. Fuzzy, mining helmet is very bright light. You can buy it, I think, with the tokens that you earn in Ash Heap in the fairground. Yeah, I'm collecting all those EPR mods. Whoever donated them to me, I have them. I'm trying to get all of them. I will probably not be able to. It's incredibly difficult. Thank you, Gamer55. What's the final result on the dice tables? I'm still able to easily earn caps, and regardless of my luck, so I don't know why some people claim that they cannot. If I choose 7 and I play dice, I'm always earning caps overall. Now the drop connection still appears at Watoga MCT60. I did it like a couple days ago. Yeah, covered scout armor is definitely worth buying. It's the best stealth armor. Yeah, I'm with you, Robko. I want the show to appeal to the masses. I don't want exclusive show just for us, just for Fallout fans. I want the show to be like a gateway for more people to discover Fallout universe overall. And I hope it will fulfill this role. Best mods for the covered scout armor? Ultralight for most part. Shadowed ultralight. Only chest that you need some other mod depending on situation. I would always take VAT's hit chance as a daily driver for a weapon over any other second star. If it's a daily driver, you don't need damage or anything else. You just need a guarantee hit as often as possible. Yes, the show will be on Amazon Prime Video. But I think it's available across the globe, so everyone should be able to watch it. You just download the Amazon Prime Video app and you can watch it. You do pay for it, like for any other service, like for Netflix or something else. But what usually I do with those services, whatever show I want to watch, I'm buying the subscription and straight up canceling it. So I'm pushing subscriptions the same day I'm canceling it, and I have 1 month to watch everything I wanted to watch. Stacking the weapon weight reduction on armor, you need all 5 pieces. With all 5 pieces, you will get 90% weight reduction for your weapons. That's what you want to do. The Warglaive is really good, but it's a conventional weapon, so it will never achieve the DPS of Auto Axe or the Chainsaw. But for regular enemies, it will one-hit about everything. You cannot add me on Fallout because my friend list is not working, and Bethesda support cannot fix it. Unfortunately. So that would not be possible to add me. But anyway, that will be everything for this Turtlecast, as now we are heading for the member hangout. So if you are a member, we'll be playing some Fallout. I'm ending this stream and straight up starting our member hangout stream. So feel free to go there, and everyone else, I hope to see you in the next one. And I cannot wait for the Fallout TV show, April 11th. It cannot come any faster. I will probably binge watch the entire show at once. That's my plan. Or maybe in 2 portions. I don't know how long single episodes will be. I will watch it soon after it drops. And now, member hangout. Everyone else, see you tomorrow on the live stream, Saturday evening.